Then my best friend called me and she was like, Morgan, I'm watching this movie with Drew Barrymore and it is literally your life. It's like, okay, what's it about, Katie? And she goes, well, she meets this guy out at a bar and then they go home together like right away. But then instead of like doing anything, they just like smoke a bunch of weed, you know? I don't know, Morgan, just watch it. It's a vibe, guys. The irony there is that I'm actually sober, and I celebrated a year of sobriety in January. So, oh my God, thank you. I'll just turn into an AA meeting real quick. Yeah, I'm sober, and as I was getting sober, I was also single. Being single is fantastic. It's the best. If you're single, you know what I'm talking about. Being sober is fine. Being single and sober is as bad as it sounds. It is. My dating pool just kind of went from like douchey corporate like banker types to like Christians. No banker wants to go on a first date with a sober girl. I think it just kind of takes the fun out of like date rape. I know, it's a naughty joke. I shouldn't talk about bankers that way. I really shouldn't. The only thing worse was, and bear with me, my roommate's weed dealer asked me out on a date. So, prospects are grim. And he didn't ask me on like a normal date. He was like, hey, do you want to go to Atlantic City? What are you doing Friday to Sunday? It's like, not you. So yeah, prospects are a little grim. The first sober date I went on was actually with another comedian. And no, that's not the joke. No, that's real life. That's just my life. Yeah, we went on a date. We went to go see the movie Hustlers, the one with the strippers. Yep, okay, his choice. So we're sitting there, and he leans over to me. It was like halfway through the movie, and he's like, hey, have you ever been to a pole dancing class? To which I said, do I look like I've ever been to a pole dancing class? To which he promptly responds, oh, no. Okay, that's settled. So to avoid just the sheer discomfort of it all, I said to him, how about you? To which he says, oh yeah, they're hard. So like I said, prospects are grim. There was no second date with the comedian. Yeah, no, that's going well. Like I said, I'm an actor, which just means I'm a babysitter. Spend a lot of time with kids, and it's funny, I babysit for this single dad, and he asked me to babysit the other day, and I was like, oh shoot, I would, but I have a show. And he looked at me and he goes, you don't seem broken enough to do comedy. I was like, first of all, sir, I'm 27 years old and I'm babysitting for a living. I am broken. Okay? And second of all, when exactly did you want me to be broken in front of your 8-year-old daughter? When am I exposing this side of myself? Like, is this a bedtime story opportunity? Once upon a time, I was so blacked out, I woke up naked on a park bench. Good night. Sweet dreams. I don't know, that was confusing to me. I didn't catch on to when he needed me to break myself. But I do play this game with the kids that I babysit. I babysit kids of all ages, and I like to predict like what they'll be like as adults, like real people, right? It's kind of funny. Thanks. Yes, so, when a little boy named Damien, when he won't leave his mom's lap, that's easy. I'm like, okay, future mama's boy. But when a little boy named Declan runs up to me and punches me in the boob and then runs away, I'm like, okay, Duke lacrosse player, he'll graduate, his dad will get him a job at JP Morgan right away. He'll hook up one time and he'll watch my Instagram stories forever. Forever. He won't stop. He'll occasionally slide into the DMs. Declan, everyone. Declan. I do worry. I'm like,